If you're raised to believe nothing about you is special, the benchmark is extraordinary, what do you do if you're not?
Dang. I felt that. Well, what's good, everyone? It's Fitz in the Mix here once again. And today I want to take a deep dive into one of the most important themes of the hit Netflix series, The Umbrella Academy. In case you're keeping tabs here, I'm calling this one The Curse of Being Special. And this isn't meant to be a series review, but I am going to touch on a little bit of spoilers, so don't say I didn't warn you. Let's get into it. Now, Umbrella Academy is one of my favorite live-action series of all time, and it's most definitely the best one I've seen on Netflix. From its comic origins, to its adorable quirkiness, to the excellent writing and the sheer elite performances of the cast, Umbrella Academy hits all the right notes for what you would expect from a blockbuster series. So, what is the Umbrella Academy all about? So, let's just say you combine a story about a dysfunctional family with a comic book of exceptionally superpowered young whippersnappers with a movie about an impending doomsday that our protagonist must save the world from. And you throw in a little bit of wonky time travel, and essentially you've got the Umbrella Academy. Yet, somehow, this team seems to find a way to make this all seem unique and refreshing. Even though the Umbrella Academy has a lot of fantastical and otherworldly elements that would only happen in the realm of fiction, the Umbrella Academy is undeniably a human story that many of us can relate to. I actually got most of the inspiration for this video through Vanya's character arc, but honestly, the more I watched the episodes and rewatched the series, I realized just how this overarching concept really applies to all of the siblings in the show. Here we have a group of 7 exceptional children adopted by a billionaire, adventurer, and inventor who didn't really have a healthy relationship with any of them. This story is just as much about them dealing with an apocalypse as it is with dealing with their childhood trauma and unusual upbringing. Let's look at Luther. Here we have a guy that from a young age felt the pressure of leading the entire Umbrella Academy, given the moniker of number 1. As we see throughout the course of different timelines, Luther is perpetually challenged with the burden of being the leader. Or what about Diego? He constantly butted heads with Luther and just about everybody else. But the more you see his progression, the more you realize that he's just trying to find meaning for all those years they spent in the academy. That hero complex that he was teased and ridiculed about is a real thing. And Klaus? Don't get me started about Klaus. He's literally the embodiment of what happens when we try to run away from our gifts of potential, being afraid of what we're truly capable of when we try to drown ourselves in sex, drugs, alcohol, or any form of addiction, just to avoid the difficulty of stepping into our own destiny. And now for who this video was originally inspired by. Vanya, sweet little Vanya. Brainwashed for years into believing that she could never be as special as her siblings, that her worth and her value was tied to with what she could do and not with who she was and is as a human being. Lo and behold, that little girl always had talent and abilities, but she let the wrong person get in her ear. She tied everything about her being special to that sweet-talking psychopath.
The more and more we learn about psychopaths, the more and more we learn that there are...
He was the cause of her discovery. And we see how dangerous and destructive that turned out to be. Watch who you let influence you and who you seek validation from. I think many of us can relate to these characters because many of us are these characters or we've had similar experiences. Okay. So maybe you can't mind control someone into doing anything you want, or work for an evil time regulating commission, or summon your dead brother to help you become a cult leader. Okay. But many of us have felt the weight of expectations of not being able to live out what our parents wanted us to be, and most definitely being the one in the family or the friend group that was the weak link, of not being able to reach the potential that society or others believe we should fulfill. That just hit some kind of different. Personally speaking, I went through my own shonen character arc. So many years of depression and anxiety, a lot of it because I felt like I wasn't living up to expectations or keeping up with my peers. Burdened by just the feeling or thought that I was wasting my potential, or that I was letting everyone doubt my life choices. I know some of y'all can really feel that and relate to it. Can feel that taxing feeling of being the special one, or being the one in your family that's supposed to make it out, or not even feeling that you're as special as those around you. Really can feel like a curse, in all honesty. But maybe that's why I enjoy the show so much, why I root for the characters and I want them to succeed, because I can relate and feel what they're going through and their internal struggles. Yeah, I really recommend the show for, anyone to really gain something out of it. Before we wrap up today, I just wanted to extend a very warm welcome to anyone that may be dropping by Light the Truth for the first time. Here on this channel, we take a look at what's going on in the world and in media and in our own personal lives to become the best versions possible of ourselves. And if you are on this journey with me, once again, this is not your first time, I really appreciate your continued support. And just wanted to give a special shout out to Ken Andre. You guys don't realize how much you helped me push through this video and get it out. Thanks to my co-creators in this crazy YouTube world of content making, Pooh and Jawan. You know I love y'all cousins. And to my fiance for everything. I love you, Tori. And to close out the rest of this, strive for greatness, push for progress, make the world a better place, do good into others, and most importantly, everyone, like the truth. Until next time, peace.